Hello, what is the best chart type for swing trading? In my opinion, I think it depends on the swing trading strategy you are using. For long uptrend swing trading strategy that I use, I found maximum chart to be ideal. And for instance, maximum monthly chart allows me to see the overall trend of that company stocks chart in terms of chart, because I'm using the chart to make my decision to include that stocks in my watch list of stocks that I want to swing trade. We have the date on the x-axis from the past to the present, and we have the price on the y-axis um, from $0 up. Those dotted line are years. So one of my filters to select stocks is the stocks needs to be to have been publicly traded for at least 15 years. Therefore, I can have a wide uh, chart that I can look at to see the overall trend of that stocks, because I'm trading growth stocks and using long uptrend swing trading strategy, more precisely multi-year uptrend swing trading strategy based on price cycles. I'm looking for a bigger map of the charts to see if the chart has growth to it. If I'm seeing growth at the valley of the chart, I'm seeing higher lows at the chart, that if I wanted to connect those higher lows, I'll have an uptrend line. This oblique line, for instance, that one, for instance, as well. And at the top of the chart, at the top of the mountain, if I'm seeing growth there as well, if those tip of the mountain are getting taller and taller. So if I'm seeing growth at the top of the mountain, and if I'm seeing growth at the bottom of the mountain, it tells me that stocks is growing. There is growth to a both on both side, on both spectrum of the chart, or both sides of the chart. So the maximum chart can give me a bigger um idea, overall idea of that stock's chart, and this is maximum monthly chart. And then I can put that on my watch list, and I can even trace the support line passing by the higher lows, and see which one I think is the possible uh, valley that the stocks swinging around is creating mountain and valley. Which support line at the bottom of the chart is respected, it comes back down to rest before going back up, that I can decide or choose to be where I'm comfortable buying the stocks at. And sometimes I might pick more than one if I'm not entirely sure there is clear one that is using. I might use one in a short period of time and use another one lower than that for a longer period of time. And I know which one is going to continue using. I might select multiple. For instance, for these stocks, we have multiple here, but I just say that it has not come back down to this in so long that it may not abandon that valley line. This is possible, but again, it has not come down to it since 2016 or so. But this one, it touched base with it multiple times. So this is the valley line I like to buy at. And today's stocks is FDS. So we are going to analyze FDS. So, but from here, we can put FDS in it, and we can see again on the maximum chart, more precisely the monthly one, we can, because everything is grouped together, noise is kind of dimmed down. We can see a line in front of us. We can see that we select this line to be our valley line. Is long, but it breached this year, going back down. Is it going to come back down to this? Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. We have a narrow there, shows that we purchased it there, and the bridge that is going to go around and start going up. I don't know. We might buy it again at some point somewhere where it's going to stop. If it comes down all the way here, we might buy it. The thing is, the corresponding price to where the buy is here is 99. When around here, you can see that the corresponding price is a little bit lower. This line, when you are looking at it, might seem to be horizontal, but when you are comparing the price corresponding to that beginning, which is around $8 or something like that, and that same line in the present time is around $100. So even if it comes back down to this line, it's still going to be higher than the beginning of it. So the line is a little bit tilted. It's just not that obvious, but that is quite a bit of a drop here. So using short option and swing trading strategy in 2024, I traded on the support line supporting the upside wall of the mountain, but with some stocks traded in 2024 that I didn't sell in 2024 and moving 2025, when they were done with those claiming up and pull back down, I got stuck in it, but I'll keep them until they become positive for me to sell. So this is an example one that you can see is going down, and right here we bought it, but it continued going down. So if it reach here, we might buy some more. So, and then we know that there is a chance it might come down here, but the thing is, there is a chance it may not, just because this line is so long and it touched base with it multiple times, that I don't think it's going to come all the way down here. But we are going to keep an eye on it and see. So when we are going to go, this is to analyze the overall chart, and sometimes depending on how low the value line, the line you like to buy it at, we may not see it on a daily chart. So I like to come to the monthly chart to see it. But either way, it's going to be a maximum chart. That is the type of chart that I'm using based on the strategy that I'm using to swing trade. We are going to move to maximum daily chart. So when you are looking at maximum daily chart, again, is maximum chart, so it can fit more in front of us, but not everything we saw on the monthly chart. But because it's maximum chart, we can see more on the screen as well. So we bought it there, and now it's going down. So we are going to, keep observing it, and I can zoom to see if we bought it and got stuck in it. There is a chance that we bought it here and we didn't sell it before it moved down, because we bought it here and sold it there, and we bought it there and I think we got stuck in it. That was an example of that I said earlier, when it was done with that support line and moved back down. And when I judge that this will be the value line because of how many times it touched base with it in the past, is quite long uptrend line. It has history, but it's coming back down. So therefore, I might buy some more. But other than that, if you ask me, is it the time to buy these stocks? I will say yes, in the sense that this is the line I wanted to buy it at. And you can see, let's go back down here. So because I'm not seeing the touch point where this line originated from, I'll go back to maximum monthly chart to see it. It originated from 2009 or 2008, 2009. So that is how long this line is. It has multiple touch points with it. So for that reason, this is still the line that I will consider the valley line. So therefore, even if the chart is below it, I will still say yes, because as long as it touch base with it, it enter my buy zone. So any area underneath this buying zone, I'm going to pay a lower price for it. So therefore, I will say yes, it's time to buy. It does not necessarily mean it's the right time to buy it, in the sense that, oh, it is in the sense that it could continue to go down for a while before it will go up. And when it start going up from here, it's not going to necessarily shoot up. Is going to continue doing the zigzag up and down, up and down. Some days you might be positive, some days you might be negative on its way up. So therefore, you know, yeah, is as long as that is the strategy that I'm using this year to see how that strategy works for me, and based on that I can keep improving it moving forward. Like last year, for instance, I will wait for when it touch base with the line and start going up. I will wait to see three higher lows or so before I buy. And what end up happening with some stocks is I will pay a little bit of a higher price for it, but then it will come back down again before start going up. So trying to wait to see if it's done going down and start going up before I buy it makes me pay a little bit of a higher price for it. And regardless of taking that step, that cautious step, to see few higher lows around the valley line before I make my purchase, it can still turn around and come back down before getting ready to start going up. So therefore, toward the end of 2025, I decided that once I know the value line that I'm comfortable buying it at, when it touch base with it, if in its history, looking back, it tend to touch base with that value line, because some of them might come close but not touching it. And again, it is an area, it's not just a turning line. So some stocks may not touch base with that line, might just come close to it and start going up. It's still within that area, I will make my purchase. But if it has a history to touch it, then I will wait. As soon as it touches it, I will make my purchase, knowing that it could continue going down for a while before it will start going up, and it might do some zigzag around the valley line for a while before going up. And I estimated that I should expect about 3 months linking around that valley line, sometimes being positive, sometimes being negative in my portfolio, on before it has a good energy to start claiming again, knowing that I make the decision to just buy it at the valley line. And that is, an example of that. It touched base with it. By the time I notice it, I just make my purchase, and I use the daily chart to um do it. Like here, for instance, do you see how I was waiting to see the higher lows um there before I made the purchase? I decided it was still in 2025, but I decided I'm not even going to be doing that. As soon as it come down, because I use maximum daily chart, as soon as it come down and touch base with it, I'll make my purchase, knowing that it could stay around this area for a while. But I wanted to practice it to see how long those stocks that I purchase right around the valley line, how long they tend to remain around here before they start going up, to see if it's worth it, buying it there, rather than waiting to start seeing a growth away from there before. So it's all about testing your strategy against the stocks you chose to trade, to see how your strategy is working against it, and keep improving your strategy, because you cannot improve the stock, but it is your strategy you can improve. So that is the journey I'm in, and I'm just sharing my process with you to help you in your journey toward your financial independence as well. So I'm not trying to be the best swing trader out there. I'm not competitive type person. I set a goal and I work toward reaching that goal. I don't compare myself to others and try to outdo them. There's nothing bad about it. It's just a personality type person, and those will be more orange color. We all have four color in our personality based on scientists that analyze personality using color. We have four combination, but the first two might impact how you make decisions, you do things. More so, the other two could try to balance you. That's just my way of explaining it. And orange color, if it's one of your two primary colors, you will be more competitive. And for me, is green and gold color personality, the first two color personality. Therefore, I set my goals. My goals are what I compete against. I set my goals and I want to reach it. So therefore, you know, being a green color personality, trying things, learning things, twisting things is done in a certain way. I like to see if I can do it differently. So I'm using long option and swing trading strategy, but I'm adding my own twist to it because I'm not new to investing and trading stocks. But what I learned from those other ways that I used in the past to invest in stocks and buy and sell stocks, I like to see good things from those strategies that I can impart to this strategy, to my swing trading or strategy, to make that complex swing trading strategy that works for me tailor to my risk tolerance, my personality type, and find stocks that I can use to swing trade that are comparable with that strategy that I'm using, and I can just have over time a watch list of those stocks and keep buying those stocks, keep selling them, and keep buying them again, and just work from that list of those stocks. So it is a journey, it is a process. Let's enjoy the process. It is not a destination. Don't wait to have everything perfect before you take action. Again, I'm talking from my side of personality as well, but we all are different. Just know that, you know, there is a different ways to do it. So the way I like to do it is just start and keep bearing myself, keep improving the strategy, keep improving myself as well, and moving forward, because at some point in your life you might tend to be more aggressive, taking aggressive um, decision to reach your goal a little faster, and in another stage of your life when you are more stable, you try to be more on the conservative side to conserve what you have, and before adding more to it. So you are going to be changing throughout your life stages, and therefore your decision is going to be changing to um, mirror that stage you are in, for you to be able to use it there. So therefore, don't wait to be ready before you take the action if you can, because again, that is going to change again when you are in another phase of your life. So you can just keep improving it and changing the strategy as you are changing stages of your life as well, to, you know, yeah, I think I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. Thank you so much for watching. um I'm an introvert, so sometimes what I'm thinking is kind of hard for me to put a true word. But yeah, if few you can find few tips that you can pick, you find them useful, that you can pick to help you in your journey, that is great as well. So thank you so much for watching. Yes, FDS could still be purchased if wanted to purchase it again, but again, we may not have seen how far down is willing to go, since we still have a value line below that it has not touched base with it yet. So that is will be, it's not really a right and wrong answer there. It can still go down, but once it breaches that still line of mine, I can buy anytime. So thank you so much for watching. We thank you very much for your time. Thank you for all your comments, and we thank you very much for subscribing to our channel. And sometimes when I buy stocks and I feel like I pay higher price for it and it goes back down, like in this instance when I purchased it all the way around that purple line and it came back down and I bought it again, I can still buy it again where it is. I'm not missing out, and I know this stock is not going anywhere. I hope so, but again, it's all about risk, and you have to risk to see the reward. And not taking any risk is a risk on its own as well. You just have to see which risk are you comfortable taking. But either way, you are going to take a type of risk. You just have to see which one you are comfortable taking. It's all about that. So thank you so much for your time. We don't know the outcome. We just want to make a good decision that we think is good at the time we are making it, and see what the outcome will be. And that outcome will determine if that decision was the best one, for us or not. So thank you. I'm Afiavi Liberman, creator of Liberman Consulting L.L.C YouTube channel and in sub.com our blog. On our channel and on our blog, we share different ways to save money and different ways to make money to reach your financial independence, where you do not depend on an employer to provide for your family. And swing trading is one way to make money. Just start small and grow your accounts from there. And if I have not said it before, thank you so much for watching our videos. Thank you for your comments, and we thank you very much for subscribing to our channel. For more videos in this series, will you please check the playlist in the description of this video, how to start swing trading step by step using long Uptrend line. And we do have other swing trading related playlists in the description of this video as well. Thank you for your time. Happy swing trading.